All times I hear that, so you gotta get it, man. I'm out here getting it. That's some G, man. Yeah. I feel like my soul is trapped, so you know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it back. So I feel like my soul is trapped, you know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it back. So I feel like my soul is trapped, you know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it back. So I feel like my soul is trapped, you know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it. So that will be watching, the heavens you watching, you know they be clocking. I don't got time to motivate you or what I do. Yeah, be motivated. The diamonds in my ring, diamonds in my neck, diamonds in my arms. Listen, you know I'm motivated. Can't you know I'm gonna stay if you win. I know I wanna like you, but they don't have trying to be right. Fuck the golf, love me trying to get my net all rusting on my net all the time. You already know how I'm trying to get the money, stay on my grind, cutting bricks down, the answer selling moves too. Trying to make my money, make me flip, trying to drop a lot of bricks. All the day, everything only calls by the check. And you know I already live to full flex. You know I let it flex all the time. Baby gotta stay on his grind, I feel like my soul is trapped. You know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it back. I feel like my soul is trapped. You know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it back. So I feel like my soul is trapped. You know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it back. So I feel like my soul is trapped. You know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it back. Trying to be a one superstar to the bar, superstar. Stay up, it's up and down, elevated in my life. Into a lot of dramas in my life. I know I know no drama in my life. If you're not trying to be boxed up, you know, don't be in my circles. No names in my circles. No, I don't hang with no broke dude, being rich and being gangster. People still in the street trying to kill somebody for a name. Doesn't really make no type of sense. Cause you're so blind, you blind like Ray Charles. I gotta wake up. I be motivated to get money. Got a job 9 to 5 with a music career coming here soon. At the time when you know my watch to the perfect time. Money is time. Don't make the money come down. You ain't gotta stay up. Gotta stack it up. And you know money coming, stay up. Dripping on my day up. You know I like my favorite way. Jump shot, shooting music every play. Like Curry, never miss with a 30 clip. That is in the clip. Haters mess with me, I knew I let it rip. Soulless. I feel like my soul is trapped. You know I gotta make it back. I gotta make it soulless.
Hey. Link gonna be in the description. Most definitely. That's off my new mixtape, 2-part of DC. Check it out. The link gonna be in the description. The mixtape is on DMV Jug Speciality. You already know it's on that channel. If you want, the link gonna be in the description. But this is spiritual supporter in the building. Tupac of DC, the Jug. I want to only connect with your higher self, by own nature. Shout out to the conscious community, self-conscious community. We in the building. And this ain't nothing but tarot card reading number 3 or whatever the case may be. You feel me? This tarot card number 3 or whatever come to y'all live in the rec or whatever like that. And boom. We here, we talking about interrogation. This is what we talking about. And this, what's going on in the world right now, in the universe right now, man. You feel me? There's a lot of dark forces, a lot of light forces, a lot of confusion, a lot of information war going on with people transporting different information. Then you dealing with family matters and family situations and a lot of trauma, crucified, telling lies, all types of stuff going on, indoctrination, reverse psychology, manipulating, psychological warfare, a lot of witchcraft going on. And then it's around this time you're gonna get a lot of dark energies, forces coming your way, but you gotta know you gotta keep your healing crystals on you. You know, you gotta keep your protection on you at all times. You feel me? You might gotta stage a couple of times. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Because I mean, hey, it's like Harry Potter. It's like, hey, you feel me? You better get your magic wand. You better get your magic wand out, man, because they coming, man. They are coming. at a nick of an eye. You really can't see them if your third eye not open, your pineal gland not open. That's why you got to be R&C, RC, AI. You better get really real intelligent. You better get more intelligent than a damn computer system out here, because interrogation ain't no joke. You're gonna come. It's gonna be people that gonna be pulling you, keep trying to push you over and over again back into a magic square again, or whatever, like that. Trapped as a prisoner for your mind. Like you trying to get out of the box. You thinking you want to think outside of the box, but they trying to keep pulling you back into the box. They trying to keep interrogation. You feel me? Keep interrogating you. You feel me? They're trying to like put fear in your heart or whatever like that. But you don't put no fear. You gotta understand that when people put you in an interrogation room, they really want you to lie on yourself. It's two things. They want you to lie on yourself, and they want you to tell the truth when they know they wrong at that. But if you're not spiritually awakening, you won't know this type of stuff. I understand when people say, go by the code, go by the code. All that code stuff, all that code stuff that's going on right now, it's out the window. 6ix9ine has exposed that. He had exposed the industry. He has exposed the street code. Nobody ain't gonna bust nothing. And all the people that say, oh, if I get locked up, I won't tell on my man. This 2020, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. By you telling people on the internet, by you telling people, oh, I'm not a snitcher, I'm not hot, I want to snitch on my homie. We go on the move. We go on the move. We get in the jam or whatever the case may be. Y'all both get locked up, and then y'all in the interrogation room. You feel me? Y'all dealing with these prison cell forces or whatever like that. That practice reverse psychology and practice psychologically manipulating people for years to come. They've been trained to do this for years, and they got you in the interrogation room, a prisoner. You feel me? You're not ready, prepared for nothing. They just interrogation. But you don't know how to overcome it because you're not spiritual. So you cannot read, you're not telekinesis, you're not telepathic. You cannot connect with your spiritual homie or your spiritual homegirl so you can get them other informations within or whatever like that. Around this time, you don't even know how to meditate to go within to find the information out to see what they trying to use against you, so your energy can go against their energy. You feel me? Because this all it is. Like interrogation been happening years ago where they so-called say slavery. Like I don't believe in all that history that happened back in the day, how they used to slaughter us, hungers on crosses. Look, I'm in this century. In this century, the way I see how real slavery is people not want to do nothing in their life. From a mentally standpoint, by a person by them interrogating people and putting fear in people's heart, make people like, oh, if you want a job, you gotta fill your name out on the application. You gotta do this. You gotta you gotta go to school. You gotta go to a trade school if you want to. Like that's interrogation. That's a form of interrogation because people feel like people scared of that. I'm telling you, all the street niggas or whatever the case may be, the drug dealers and all them people like that, the gang bangers and stuff like that. It's only one out of a bunch that got the mind like I got, but they gonna look at him like, oh, he's a preacher. Oh, he's a preacher. Oh, he the church boy. But really, he trying to save y'all life because y'all lost in the darkness. He trying to put some enlightenment into y'all to help wake y'all up. But y'all gotta understand, we living in a matrix versus reality. That like how they scripted out on the Bible in the books, how they scripted out, how they script the movies out, how these crisis actors, the Freemason signing actors doing fake deaths and stuff like that. Cause you gotta understand, it's a lot of it get deep. The rabbit hole get deep. Y'all don't even know that Malcolm X fake is. I don't even know that Malcolm X fake is there. If you look it up, Malcolm X is fake is there. His gun rooms is not really real gun rooms. It was no blood out of them gun rooms. So Malcolm X, I'm not saying he was a Christ actor. I'm just saying he studied Machiavelli. A lot of black people have been researching Machiavelli, studying Machiavelli, even though they might say, oh, he a homosexual, he a deity, or whatever the case may be. Look, hey, if you keep thinking about homosexual this, homosexual that, look, I don't got no problem with nobody being gay or being homosexual or bisexual. Hey, it is what it is. That's you. That's not me. If we in a room together, I won't look. I don't question my sexuality or whatever like that. I don't question my sexuality or whatever like that. You feel me? I know who I am, regardless who I'm in the room with. You feel me? So I could be in a room with Young Thug and Uzi Vert. Look, I won't be saying, these boys, I won't even be like that. I'll be like, what's up? I'll be spreading this spiritual stuff to them, most definitely, trying to connect with they stuff or whatever like that. Might have to stage and out John a little bit or whatever like that, so I can block some of this dark magic, dark little energy waves, force waves that's all connected with around them and stuff like that. But like I'm saying, man, interrogation is real. Interrogation is in the projects. Interrogation is in poverty, is in the ghetto. You can be in a gang and be in interrogation. By you coming off the porch and they telling you, you already know the code, right? You already know the code, right? Don't snitch. If you snitch, snitches get stitches. That's already interrogation. Snitchers get killed. That's already interrogation. Interrogation is nothing but fear and control. Fear mongering and control. That's all interrogation is. Fear mongering and control to take your power from you. You feel me? Like I keep saying, we got to get our power back. We are starved beings, but we caught up in the foolishness, reverse psychology, and indoctrination that been plotting on us for years to come. That we think, it's really the real deal, but it's not really the real deal, because behind the scenes they want control of you. They want control of you, and 9 times out of 10 they don't want you to have no soul. And 9 times out of 10 they are soul snatcher. Whole time they're a soul snatcher. Anybody that's trying to interrogate you, just understand, in some form, shape, or way, they are a soul snatcher, and they trying to snatch your soul away from you. That's why they interrogate you. That's why you feel that's why interrogation is going on in the universe, because people trying to take people's powers away from them so they can become powerful using that dark ass energy. That's what I keep saying. I can use dark energy and light, and I'm dark and light. I'm in the middle of all this chaos, trying to balance everything out so everybody can come together as one, so we can live dark and so we can live light. You feel me, or whatever like that. So we can know our true stuff or whatever like that. That's how real, true higher being will look at each part of each shape or each side or force or other ways of the universe, or how it's coming down to what it play down to the role of today or whatever like that. That's why I'm saying people look up to people as role models. That's another form of interrogation, because you don't even look at yourself as, damn, I feel like I'm good enough to be a role model. You gotta find a role model. That's why I don't have really no role models no more. I used to have role models, but first I'm just like, man, why I want a role model for? A role model just like I look at by me saying I got role models. That's like my lowest self. I don't need no role model. I always been a role model. You got to feel like that. You got to feel that ambition. You got to feel that spiritual high power within you. But the only way you're going to feel it and the only way you're going to understand it and get it is unless you meditate. And like I keep saying, this world we live in is not the real world. I already found that out. The reason why you want to know it's not the real world, because they trying to control the world. You feel me? If you living in any world when everything is so programmed and everything is so controlled, and it's secret shadow governments and the secret shadow people that we don't even see behind the force or whatever like that. They need people like us to turn our back on y'all or whatever like that. You feel me? They don't really care too much about us because they already wrote it. It already been written out. The Messiah is coming back. Jesus coming back. I am Jesus. If you want to say Jesus in me or whatever like that. All that sin stuff, I don't get caught up in all that sin stuff or whatever the case may be. But I'm just saying or whatever like that, that they wrote it out. They already they know who's going to be awakened. They already know who's going to be chosen. They already know who's going to be our heroes. They already know who's, like, they already know it. They know it. They see it. They know it. This word designer, like I keep saying, we in a movie. But you got to create your own reality within this matrix, within all this illusions and chaos that's going on. You got to plant your own star seeds. You already was a star seed when you was born already, but you got to implant your own star seeds and create your own reality within this chaos mess or whatever like that. Oh, they going to create it for you. You don't want them, you don't want them created for you because now they're taking away your power now. Now they forcing you to get out here and do stuff that you don't want to do. But the whole time you don't really got to do that because the force and the power is within you. That's what I'm saying. To be honest, I would get caught with, a lot of people keep telling you, I'm Kanye. I'm not Kanye. I'm not losing my mind like Kanye. Look, my vibration is on a higher pedestal than Kanye or whatever like that. I'm not on and off with this type of stuff. You won't see me talking about I'm running for president. I'm already a president. Anybody can be a president. Anybody can be a police officer. Anybody can be the FBI. Anybody can be the army soldier. The only reason why you think that you cannot be that, and you think you got to go to school, you think you got to train, and you got to have certification for it, because what they've been putting out to you, they've been putting all this stuff in your face, and been putting all this stuff back and forth out to you, all on televisions, all on the books and in schools and stuff, indoctrination to put fear in your heart, to put some interrogation into your life, into your soul, spirit, heart, and mind, to fool you, to make you think that you ain't good enough. The whole time you can be good enough. The whole time you already good enough. Like the mind is the most powerful thing on your whole body. The body, like if you watch the movie The Matrix, and when Morpheus told Neo, the body can't work without the mind. Your mind make it real. So whatever your mind tell it to do, whatever your mind think it is, it's real. You feel me? So we going on our life, keep listening to people, and keep letting people keep taking our powers away from us, and keep letting people keep taking advantage of us, and keep separating us, keep letting people separate ourselves from our own soul, spirit, heart, and mind, or whatever like that, to be the one, because we already was the chosen one. So you keep letting people keep separating yourself from yourself. They separating you from your own true self. So they separating you from your own true self with the books, with the schools, and all the stuff like that, by telling you got to go through all this tribulance and all this pathways and all this type of stuff like that for you to actually be what that is. The whole time you can just be that. All thing you gotta know is how to learn how to do it on your own, and you can just be that or whatever like that. Come on, man. Come on. The power is within the numbers of people. Don't let these people interrogate y'all, because they keep putting y'all in interrogation. You're not even in an interrogation room, but they got your mind in interrogation. You feel me? You in interrogation because you feel like you're not good enough. You feel like you cannot do it or whatever like that. I know money money is ruling the world right now. That's another form of interrogation. They implant this in our head that money is money is us. If y'all didn't know that, money is us. Like the paper money is just an illusion. That's something that the paper money. That's why I can't wait till they burn it, till they get rid of it, so they can make everything digitally in cryptocurrency, so we can know that money is people. So if you cannot connect with people spiritually, mentally, and physically, or maybe emotionally, or whatever like that, you cannot survive in this world, because people been running stuff from years and years all the way up to now. People been running stuff. So people been running stuff. What do you expect? You think you're just gonna just be born in this world and think everything gonna come to you hand in hand? Hell no. You gotta get out there and get it. You gotta get out there and get it. And it's a battle going on for you to not get out there and get it. But you can't let that interrogation stop you and hold you back from you keep going out there and getting out there and get it, or whatever like that. But anyway, man, I hope this tarot card reading on interrogation or whatever like that has inspired, had woke you up, and had free your mind, because that's all we trying to do out here. We trying to shake them till we wake them. That's the main goal and objective. So anyway, man, peace and love, family. All right, stop being in interrogation by these people, man. Stop letting these people take your power away from you. You're more powerful than what you think you is. The mind is the most powerful thing. Get it together.